Hola, 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 hola. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good hump day. Yep, it's hump day. Let me get in and first and foremost say hello to everyone. Mudnut. Mudnut says that she's saying hey to everyone. She's here working and lurking, trying to get all my notes ready for my live tomorrow. Mudnut. About 3 weeks ago, might have been a little bit longer, but during our hashtag Splish Splash Spring Bash, there was a role where we were conflicted. We believed that someone whose name was called had won prior for the same exact prize the week before. We were accurate. We ran a second time just in case, and Mutna was the winner of that second role. My son has been sending out the remainder of the packages, and he sent a package out to you to the because you've won so many times here to the address that we already had on file for that week's win. So just wanted to make sure I got that out. Thank you, thank you. I had a couple gift card winners. So the gift cards are going out individually because Ding Dong sent them all to the same email. And so they're stacked in a conversation instead of individual. And I got to go through and make sure I'm not sending everybody the same gift card number. Okay. That would be horrible. You're trying to get your purchase on and it says your gift card has already been used. We're laughing now because it hasn't actually occurred. I caught it before it actually happened. But just a moment of aggravation. I'm thinking about what they would say. Tia, you, dag nabbit. Yeah. So I'm getting the laugh out now, but it was caught. Don't worry. Hi, Glitter Angels. How are you this evening? Mary. Mary was one of our winners. So hopefully, when you get yours, you it'll be an independent number. But I didn't think I should have used separate emails for each of the gift cards. That's what I should have did. Bonnie, I sent you a message earlier, trying to look for you, trying to hook up. Don't you want to date me? Hi, Rhonda. How are you this evening? Christy! There's my Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. I miss you. I feel like I haven't, even though we speak often. I feel like I haven't just chit chatted with you. So, missing you, missing you. I know that you are busy. You have a lot going on, a lot of fun going on. But just know you're in my thoughts and I'm missing you. Hi, Jen. How are you? Kay, how are you this evening? Lizzie's here. Oh, Lizzie. I know you're gonna, try and keep your eyes open until, it's time to head to bed. But thank you for showing up. Uh, so that's why it says I have something coming from Vegas on you. Oh, well, there you go. Yes, that's why. It's coming from us. Justin told me he sent it out. So, yeah, there you go. Hi, Peggy. How are you this evening? Rochelle says, I'm here running around. I bet. I bet. Bonnie says, I do, I do, I do. But we have to make it next trip. I'm going home already on Saturday. Oh, wow. Well, you're here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday and Friday, So let me know what you're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow night, maybe. I've been here a month almost. Oops. And I'm just now saying, where's my date? I didn't get your message. I'm guessing you never got mine. I got a message from you, but it was like a week or two ago. And I remember I didn't get the whether you were here or not. I remember asking, are you here yet or something? It's okay. I'm going to bug you. We still got tomorrow, and we also, do something Friday. Just growing a little boy. I'm so ready to have him. I know. That's okay. It's that haircut. When you cut your hair and all that sass and sexiness came out, look at you. Now, Now the baby's about to come out. And you're gonna spoil him. Oh, I can't wait. Alrighty. So, like to thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Had a couple things, to do. First and foremost, I was going to say in the spirit of transparency, but when someone say in the spirit of transparency, isn't that almost like, you know, no offense? When you say something like that, no offense, somebody about to offend you. So I'm just gonna get it out. We talked last week, I'm gonna I'll send him to his auntie Tia. That's right. Send the babies out here. Send the babies out here. So I'm gonna say in the spirit of transparency, just because we were honest with each other. We kind of opened up, and I got to share with you. I share with you guys all the time, but I shared with you guys last week, and we talked about deodorant. Remember, I want to try this new, deodorant. They say that it's supposed to be so much more effective. And my biggest concern, my biggest question was, if deodorant is so overwhelmingly amazing now in 2024, what's been going on for the last, 300 years? So that was, my biggest thing. And I just, I want to say, in all honesty, because I paid the $15 or whatever. Yeah, the $15 deodorant. I paid the $15. If you need to spend 15 on deodorant to get this deodorant, if it's doing miracles, miracle work for you, then you are the product that they created this deodorant for. You there's nothing different about this deodorant than the deodorant that Suave for $1.98 or $2.98. There's no reason. If you have to buy this $15 deal, again, this is in the spirit of transparency. No offense, but please don't spend your money on this deal. I'm just confused right now. I'm confused. It didn't do anything any different. I put one strip down on one side with the $15 deodorant, and I feel like I should have got some change back. And I'm using still the Suave. And you guys know this was in preparation for going dancing on the date that I went on, and I didn't want to offend. And I'm thinking, so many people out here that are advertising these deodorants, and the commercials are getting more and more offensive. Like, I saw a commercial where a young lady was like, it stinks down there. And I'm like, really? Like, we are doing this on nationwide TV? We are okay with telling folks this? Who raised you? That's all I want to say. Anyway, I saw the commercial, and I'm like, if it's a commercial and this is now a nationwide issue enough to do a commercial on it, then maybe I should try something. I'm going to be extra mobile, and it's a date. I don't want to be offensive. So I'm going to go and I'm going to give it my all. We're going to think about this proactively. I'm saying right now, if you need that, and if there's a difference, then you are the one they created the product for. There's not going to be any more purchasing of no $15 deodorant out of my budget at all. You can lock it up all you want. Walmart, Target, Walgreens, wherever you buy your $15 deodorant, they have it behind lock and key, and you can lock it up. That's a safe bet for me at all. I won't be buying it at all. It didn't do anything any more powerful than taking a shower and washing my butt and adding on the regular deodorant does. So tell me you kept your wig on this time. I did. I did. So that's my little, transparent moment and things like that. You guys all know that I was going to give it a try. We talked about it. I did. And there is just absolutely no way that I'm going to be spending any money on this at all whatsoever. I mean, there's too many other things out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? Things like soap, water, hot water. Hot water does a good trick when you add soap to it. It actually cleans and it deodorizes and gets rid of odor. I won't be doing it. That's just, that's $15 towards the diamond painting. And they had other stuff to go with it. They had a cream and they had a this and a that. But by the time you trying to smell good, smell right, you could have bought one whole diamond painting. I smell good enough. I don't got nobody to share it with anyway, but the diamond paintings. And I don't think I'm offending Poochie Poo. Where is he at? Right here. Poochie Poo is not offended, right? Would you not offended by me, are you? Nope. So there we go. Oh, this is the deal stored behind lock and key. Better have gold in it. Somebody said that last week. That what? They're storing it behind lock and key? Yes, it's being stored behind lock and key. So just so you know, and worth it. With that said, we are getting excited, guys. We are moving into retreat season. We have had our first, well, it's actually our second retreat of the season. The Red Boots that goes on in February, and it goes on at a time where it's kind of still cold and things like that. So, and it's kind of set off on its own. So I think I see it as like a weekend retreat. But I don't see it as like a kickoff to retreat season. We had a new retreat that just kicked off, and we are so excited to just hear about how it went, all the fellowship, all the networking, what the crafts were. And we have a special guest. Now, she does always have me on her show once I come back from a retreat. And so I wanted to kind of spin the bottle a little bit in her favor and bring her on to my show, and we're going to debrief her retreat. So she just got, I'm going to let her tell you where she got back from. But let me bring her in. You guys all say hi to my buddy. You're on mute.
There's that better. Hi,
That
y'all.
is. Hi, Crystal. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good.
I'm really
So
good.
we know that you just got back from a retreat.
Hmm.
First and foremost, what was the packing like? What did you kind of struggle with the most?
Actually, it was basically a no frills retreat.
Okay.
We did get a few prizes and we got a few goodie bag and a goodie stuff. But I didn't bring much. I brought one diamond painting, the one I was working on for my mom, the strawberry shortcake, which is right here. I finished that this week. Um, I brought a cross stitch and a diamond painting. That's all I brought this time.
So we're gonna go back. Of all the people that I feel takes a lot of stuff, I do believe you have broken luggage.
Yeah, I had a suitcase that Christy would fit in.
Exactly. That bag was so big. What kind of stuff did you put in there
I,
versus,
well,
kind of
I brought it
paring
for a
down?
reason. Because I got a bunch of jewelry stuff and beading stuff from um someone, and I don't want to say who, but anyway, I had her mom had passed away and she had done everything, so I brought that so I could bring extra stuff back.
Okay. That makes
But yeah, the Southwest broke my. I had to get a new luggage, and this time my luggage it was too small when I went.
Did they pay for your
Yes, they
luggage?
did.
That's good. That's
Hmm.
good. So who did you fly for this retreat
I went to Southwest also.
again?
I took
Southwest.
I because I knew I was going to bring stuff, and who knows what I was going to bring back. Um, but I had my backpack, and then I checked my bag. So I have this backpack that it opens up like a suitcase.
Hmm.
And it's got the straps like a backpack. And when I had to go to Florida, I took that with me, and
Okay.
because I took Spirit, and you have to pay for extra bags. You have to pay for bags, period.
Hmm.
So that's why I chose Southwest this time.
Okay. That's always a question, especially for people who are flying, like who they're going to fly and like why, you know. So I think that's good to think about off the bat. If you're not driving to a retreat, who you're going to fly with. Be kind of aware that, some flights have bags included in the ticket price,
Hmm.
some you pay an a la carte for everything. So
It's
all the cheaper airlines are definitely a la carte.
yes.
Spirit, Frontier, Allegiant.
Was
Um,
$8 for a bottle of water on the plane.
whew, all right. So a lot of people seem to be favoring Southwest, or, and I don't favor them because of how they did me,
I
but
thought that American.
American. You guys all know American, the American story.
That's what Nicole and Jamie came in on.
Yeah. Did they have a good experience?
They did.
Okay.
Well,
Well, that's good.
sorta. Yeah. The
See.
only thing they missed their first plane because they
Okay.
didn't check. So then they booked them on another one, and they had just made their um, transfer.
Hmm.
So
See, I don't
that
like to transfer too much either. I like to fly straight in. You know.
well, Grand Rapids, you really can't fly straight in. You, I know I had to go through. I had to go to Chicago. There was a few people who went to Chicago before you could go to Grand Rapids because it's a smaller airport.
It is. It's very small.
And it took a whole 32 minutes from Chicago to Grand Rapids.
Okay. Wow. I didn't realize Chicago was that close.
I didn't.
Perhaps we should have girls' night in Chicago. Trying to find
That
stuff to do
is
in Grand
15
Rapids.
minutes. It took me 50 minutes to fly from here to Chicago.
Well, that's not too bad. So you're real close now. Okay. I didn't realize that, but that's helpful.
Me, I'm close to Indiana.
Hmm.
I'm on the Ohio's like 3 hours one way.
Hmm.
Where Michelle Creative Mayhem lives, she's
Hmm.
3 hours from me, and Missouri's only like 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay, you're
Chicago
like right there
drove.
by everybody, just
Yep.
by everyone.
I like. I don't like the state, but I like where I live. It's
Wow. Yeah.
because
Hmm.
I can get places faster.
Yeah, you're everywhere. You're by everyone. Chicago, you're by Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Missouri. Wow. Everybody that,
Tennessee's 2 hours. 2 hours each way. I can be in 4 different states.
wow. That's a good location then right there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you flew in and tell everybody what retreat you went to.
I went to Mingle in the Mitten um, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Mindy and my mind just went blank.
Angie of
And
Crafton.
Craft NATO. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to remember. Yeah, and they put it together, and it was Stephanie talked me into going. Wolfpack. She
Okay.
talked me into going, and after what happened earlier this year, my husband's like, "Go, go,
Hmm.
just go have fun."
Go
And
have some fun.
really, it helped. I got my diamond painting mojo back. I started cross stitching again when I came back, and so yeah, now I'm cross stitch or what do you call this thing? Crocheting. So
Okay. So you
yeah,
got your crafting mojo back. And
I
that's
did.
exactly what it does. It helps not only relax, helps you unwind, helps, just take your mind off of maybe other stresses and things in life. But, you're networking with like minded people, you're
Mm-hmm.
hugging and things. And we all think like we all, are just trying to maneuver this thing we call life.
Yes,
And
this retreat actually. I there's several people that said the same thing, that it was so relaxing because it was small. There was only maybe 25 or 30 of us, I believe,
okay,
um, and it went so smoothly. And I was so happy that I had already known a few people
okay.
because in person, Stephanie and I've never met.
Oh.
This was the first time she actually is in 3D. She's not just, on a flat screen. And so I was like really nervous about going because who am I going to know?
Mm-hmm.
But Mayhem was there and Marissa was there, and I had known Angie. Because I've met them at the Missouri retreat.
Missouri retreats, yeah.
And there was a couple of other people that I didn't know that we started chit-chatting, and I don't think it stopped the whole time. It was just so much fun. I desperately want to go to Lone Star, but I know it's full, so maybe next year. But I am going back to Michigan again.
Keep checking. We just started. Like what I like about the retreats are because of how far out they're planning, you can set up payment arrangements and things.
Yes.
And I think for Lone Star, I think we're just getting our first or second payment off. So definitely keep checking. You know how it is when it
He
comes
said
to.
she'll contact me if my name comes up, but I know there's several people in front of me, so
Still keep checking and things like that as we get like I think Mindy had 3 slots open like 2 or 3 weeks before.
I was the
And
last one to get
there
in.
you go. And it had my job because I had just came back. I took a vacation for no reason. And I didn't realize that there were slots open. And had my job have allowed me to take more time last minute like that, I was gonna go. And there were 3 slots at that point.
Yeah.
So it happens,
It,
It
it was
happens.
fun. I mean, I loved that it was small
Mhm.
because I mean, Berta was there, so I had already met her. I met a new person, Francesca. She has a diamond painting company also. Her paintings are gorgeous.
Okay.
Yes, Berta was my roommate. Her dog did not like me.
Oh, it's new. It's
Huh?
new. She got her dogs new. She just got them, so maybe she just has to bring them a
Well,
few
I mean,
more
every time it would come near me, it would just bark at me or
times.
run. And everybody else, I mean, I could go up to it and pet it when we were in the big room, but if she came near me during when we were in our room, she would run the other way.
Oh,
It, it's okay.
oh, that's okay. Yeah. So you had Berta as a roommate. What kind of things did you guys do? Did you guys have classes? Was it just
No,
more?
no, this one was just go and relax.
Okay.
Um, and that was awesome. We had no because it was like no frills. Someone said it was a lot like the one you were just talking about, Red Boot,
Mm-hmm.
where you go and you just hang out and you relax, and that's pretty much what we did.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, there a couple people went horseback riding. It was at a what do you call them place? A dude ranch type place.
Okay.
Um, they also had a water park there, an indoor
Wow.
water
So it was
park.
big.
It is huge.
Okay.
They had an indoor water park. They had a bar in one building that kids can go to. They also had the riding bull. You could ride a bull, the one like from Urban Cowboy. I know a
Okay.
couple people went to that one. I'm still waiting for the pictures for that one. They had a restaurant upstairs.
Okay.
If we wanted to go to that, and it was nice. It had a beautiful lake. Stephanie took one picture, so I didn't bother. Where is it? This was our view from the craft room.
Ooh, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And then, see, there wasn't that many people there.
That still looks like a lot.
Like
It
30,
wasn't
maybe
60
25,
something.
30
Yeah.
people. No, it wasn't 60
Yeah.
something, and it was fun. It was very relaxing, and it was so nice to get away and just get back into what I've been doing for years and,
Good.
put life in perspective.
So we're gonna dive in a little bit and get real. Best part of the retreat.
Meeting new people, putting there's one girl that it's funny because somebody heard I was talking to you and it all came out. Everybody kept saying, "Where's Tia? Where's Tia?" I said, "I just got off the texting with her." So then when I told you, that's when you started getting the video from, like, what is her name?
I got
Uncrafted
the
Crafter.
beautiful videos. Uh
You
huh.
got some wonderful videos. Um, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
You know, the best part was not being no pressure.
Okay.
This one was just go and relax.
Just relax.
And I
Fellow.
met some new people, but I also had several that I had already known, so that it made it more comfortable.
Balanced.
Yes.
Okay.
uh, I was able to just sit there and work on my painting and not have to worry about anything. um, I got a couple trays from Nicole, and so those are cool. Both of them are Mickey Mouse. No, one's Mickey Mouse, one's Tigger from Winnie the
Still
Pooh.
no mini, huh?
No.
Still boycotting her, huh?
Yeah, I kept trying to. Stephanie got Mickey and Minnie, and I kept turning it upside down.
You're so mean to her. So this is the one part that we always dread when it comes to retreat, but we might as well dive in and things like that. And it's because it is so hard to accommodate the masses, and that would be food. How did the food situation go? What did breakfast look like?
Breakfast was basically muffins and fruit,
Okay.
and then you had your coffee, tea, and whatever else, water and lemonade. Um, Minnie does not love me. Sorry. Um,
All right.
the food. Let's see. This We had spaghetti on Saturday night, and it was okay. I mean, the meatballs were pretty good, but it's not my sauce. Um, we had these awesome sandwiches. I don't know if they made them or they ordered them in, but those are really good. The pizza the first night was really good. Um, Lunches weren't too bad. I mean, there was enough food to fill you up if you were hungry.
Okay. And
Um,
what about were there leftovers? Could you get seconds?
yes, you
Who
could
got
get.
those?
Yeah, there. They left it out for, like, I guess 30 minutes past everybody.
Okay.
They could go get seconds. I know the sandwiches from lunch. They ended up bringing them back. The extras in from Saturday or Sunday, Saturday night. All the extra cookies. There was great cookies, and we had fun. The food was interesting, but
That's
everybody.
always the hardest part because you don't want to ding. We get that this is something you're putting together and they're not making it themselves personally. They are either ordering in from somewhere local or they're taking advantage maybe of, additional options presented by the host location itself.
Well, the JJ Ranch has a couple different restaurants, and the one restaurant, their stuff was really good.
Okay.
A couple people went upstairs and bought some stuff and brought it down, and I tried one of the spinach dip or something I've never had, and that was really good.
Mm.
That was really, really good. But I don't think they put an effort into making a whole bunch, of food. What do you call it? Because there's so many people there,
Mhm.
and so I don't think they put that much. The seasonings were good to me, but other people it wasn't. It wasn't spicy enough, or it wasn't. But that's everywhere you go. The
It's
spaghetti sauce was not my homemade sauce, so you know
Well, I think it sounds overall like it was delightful. It
it really.
sounds like, it was enjoyable and there wasn't anything that you could actually complain about.
No,
Was
not
it your own? Yeah, Good.
It
That's
was
good
off
to know.
season, so a lot of the stuff wasn't open, but that was okay because we were there to craft, you know.
Yes.
Um, it was just, you know, some people went horseback riding. They went to the lighthouse. I wasn't able to go, and they went out to the that she called it the big lake, which is really a beach, but you know,
Okay.
they went to the lake and they saw the lighthouse. Oh yeah, Kara was there too.
Care Bear.
Care Bear was there. I swear she gets taller every time I see her.
Oh. Yes.
I'm like,
So
how tall are you?
she's 6'1", I think.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
So she's like a foot taller than me.
That's substantial.
But yeah, Kara and they went out to one of the stores to get some, you know, they went shopping too. So um, there was a couple people who went to Hobby Lobby and bought some stuff. I met some people from Canada and they were pretty cool. Um, you know, it just, we learned a lot about chickens. Go figure.
Chickens, chicks.
Chickens. And it was more Angie talking about the chickens than Mindy. It was so funny.
Oh,
Learned
I thought
all
that
about
was
chicken
good.
eggs.
Okay.
There was this one girl there. I cannot remember her name. Um, but she was at the next table over from us, and she's sitting there saying, "You know, we've learned some really interesting things here. We've learned about chickens and how their their eggs work. We've learned about, you know, just odds and end thing stuff that you would not think would be at a retreat.
Hmm.
But like I said, it was so relaxing,
That's good.
and I can't wait to go next year."
Good. That gets me all pumped up because, I'm going to put that on my, to-do list. So, my favorite topic is something that I think about for every retreat, and that is the nighttime crafting. What was that like? Like, did we
The
have a certain time that we had to finish or
No, we didn't have to leave, but most of us did around 9 or so, and then we were back.
none?
Yeah, it wasn't an all night crafting thing like Lone Star was, uh,
What?
because the rooms were so far away from the thing, you couldn't come and go, so you had to really drive to the room.
Oh,
Um, you know, so it wasn't like it was close. Uh, I personally couldn't have walked it. Several people did, but I couldn't have walked it.
so you went back when you had a ride.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That
but
makes
and I was exhausted. By the time we got done, I was exhausted. I think I slept right away. All both all the nights. Thursday night we were in there till like 10 or 11, and then Friday night it was, I think, almost midnight. Some people left early, and then Saturday night a lot of people left about
early.
8 o'clock. Yeah, because it you had to clean up the room,
Mhm.
which, you know, you had to pack up all your stuff anyway. So we it Saturday night was actually kind of early, but you know what? It doesn't matter because it was so much fun.
Was there tears?
A lot.
Yeah. That's the worst part that I hate about retreats, the goodbyes. I
Mm.
know you were there with the Polly sisters and all their storytelling capabilities. I know that there were a lot of tears when it was time to say goodbye. They
Yep.
evoke so much emotion out of people. They are so warm and loving. And when you get to know them and they endear you with their stories and how much fun you're having with them and you're laughing, ah, and it's time to go. Every,
Mickey,
yes,
Mickey and Jennifer. Jennifer, yeah.
Jen, yep.
The
So,
uncrafted crafter. I have seen her in so many chats. And then when she said that's who she was, I was like, oh my God. No way. But yeah, Mickey. Where's
Mickey's
Mickey?
husband, Ronnie,
Ronnie was
he's
there.
like
Yeah.
our Yeah, he's our,
Mickey made me a positive potato. It
Look at
says, "You're no small fry. Chase the dreams."
oh,
So I got my positive potato, and then an emotional support pickle.
that is too cute.
Mickey was just throwing zim zim zim. She like made them in like 5 minutes. I'm like watching her, going, "How?" And I think Jen laid maybe 50 drills the entire time, if that.
That's more than obviously,
Maybe
it's
half.
always my goal to lay a couple, to put in a few stitches. It's always, but there's a lot of love that I gotta get to the next person. Um,
Hmm.
one thing that I pride myself on at the retreats is going around to every person's station, meeting them
Hmm.
where they are, and then getting to know them,
I
right?
did that for a few people that I had already known, but
Mhm.
you know me, it's hard to go up
Yeah,
to people that I don't know.
I'm
Um,
just like that. That's just me. But and see,
like,
I would come to you, and hug on you and kiss on you and things. Very rarely in my seat. When I go back and I sit there, but I do stay up late.
yes,
I
you do.
like to. That's when I get my diamond painting done because I'm
No
always
midnight
sitting.
margaritas at this one,
There
but
was
the
no
one
midnight
thing,
margaritas.
no midnight margaritas at this one because you couldn't have outside food.
What?
Yeah,
What did
that was
y'all
the.
do? How did y'all drink?
They had tea and water and coffee for us.
Oh, so the diamond paintings were all straight and organized.
Yes,
Looked like you
perfectly.
were actually crafting.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
What was that like? That was an experience in and of
it was.
itself.
I'm telling you, it was like
No
interesting.
drunk plucking, huh? No
No,
drunk
no,
plucking. We
no.
had
But the one thing about the Michigan retreat is not always going to be at the same location.
okay.
When she says mingle in the mitten, she said, I actually mean we're going to go all over the state.
Well, there you go. That's
Um,
good. Introducing her state and some of its beauty
mhm.
to other people. I think
And,
that's a great
I was
idea.
born there. I was born in the Detroit area.
Really?
Both my parents grew up there.
Huh.
So I had been back there a bunch in my growing up. And so it's fun to be able to go where my parents grew up.
Okay.
Because not only do you see, I mean, Stephanie does not follow directions well. I swear that the what do you call it thing? The
GPS.
yes.
I got a friend like that. Her name is Rochelle. Maybe we should introduce Stephanie
Ah,
and Rochelle.
let me
They
tell
would be
you,
so hilarious together.
the the thing kept telling her to turn left here, turn left here, and she kept going. So okay, make the next line. And finally, like all of a sudden, it started yelling. It's like it was a real thing. It was so funny. It's like
Rochelle says,
turn left.
"Hey, friend." We have got to get Rochelle and Wolfpack Diamond Painting together.
Oh
That
my
would
god,
be
they are
hilarious.
a lot alike. They
Uh-huh.
are a lot
And
alike.
we could sit in the back and have them take us somewhere. You're like, y'all, we missed that turn 20 minutes ago. We was just listening to y'all.
But hey, I got to go all kinds of places.
Oh, that's good. That's really
I
good.
got to go all kinds of places. Sorry, she has to be on connected to me.
Oh,
Um, I'm telling you,
it's
you and
always
Rochelle. It did remind me of you and Rochelle. It really did.
gonna
We
take us
went
an
out to.
hour to get 15 minutes. That sounds
Mm,
like us.
we had a lot of time to waste, so it really didn't matter. And then we ended up at this place, and it's like a golf club resort or something. We had lunch at, and it was
There you
really
go.
good.
There you
Um,
go. You're making the most out of the wrong turns. Tell
we
Steph
did.
I'm proud of her. Now, Steph, she's been
Stephanie,
my roommate. Whenever Rebecca doesn't come, She was my roommate. So I love me some Steph.
Stephanie is she actually, we got along so well.
We on two different ends of the sleep spectrum though. When I'm going to bed, Stephanie is usually getting up.
Yeah, well, she was in the room right next to me. It was funny because I was between Mickey and Jen and
Okay.
Stephanie, and I
Oh.
can't remember who her roommate was. It was somebody I didn't know, and I could hear them laughing. And then, oh my god, Mickey got drunk. Well, she had a little bit too much to drink.
Okay,
Ronnie
Mickey.
kept bringing her drinks from upstairs.
Did he sing to her? Did you guys have a karaoke
No,
or
we didn't have the karaoke. He
oh
asked
good.
about that. It'll probably come back. Like I said, I don't know if this was put together last
Mhm.
minute or what, but it was so much fun.
Okay.
That's all I can, and yeah.
So for anybody who doesn't know, Mickey Joe Polly is Jen's, the Uncrafty Crafters. It's her older sister, but there are times where Jen,
It's her sister daughter.
exactly, where Jen is so they're some age difference.
There,
Aw. And
her and his
Mickey
puppy.
goes to the retreats with her husband. They met in elementary and started dating in junior high, and they've been together ever since. And he is just in love with Mickey Joe. And he sings karaoke. There they go. He sings karaoke to her. The most touching song. It'll have you all crying. Well, he has us all crying.
Yeah,
And
he
it's so
mentioned that.
beautiful. So I love when he gets on the mic and he sings. I'm looking forward to it this year because it's beautiful to see
Hmm.
love, to see it. It's tangible right there in your face.
It
So,
very much is. They were like teenagers.
correct.
You
And so
know,
I love to
it
see
was
that.
so he would come in and check on her, and it was like they had just gotten married. I, you know, I,
That's them.
my parents were similar to that, but Artie and I aren't. So it was so cute to see.
It is. It's
And
beautiful to see.
he was telling me the story about when they were dating, how Jen would hide from him every time he came over. He
Oh,
would hide. She would hide. But then he went away to the war, and when he came back, she ran up to him, and she's been attached to him ever since.
uh-huh.
He's like,
Yeah.
she's my own. She's like my own daughter. And I said, yeah, the daughter sister. That's what she was. She's a daughter sister.
Oh, they had their kids, they have beautiful children also. And just a beautiful love story. I can't wait to see them.
Very.
Did Berta tell you about when we first saw her vehicle?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. We were going somewhere. We're outside and we see this what she has a Hummer. And we see this Hummer
You
with
mentioned
all
that.
these it looked like flower power meets and at the same time Berta and Lizzie said, "Oh, I bet that's Mickey Joe's car." And I'm like, "Wait, it looks just like her. It's got to be her car." Sure enough, they
Yep.
come out and they go right up to it. Like if anybody's car ever looked just like them, Mickey Joe's looked just like her. So
And they only live, what, 45 minutes to
yeah,
an
they
hour
stay
from
really
me.
close. Yep.
So that was nice to know. You
That
know,
is good to know because we can have a girls' weekend planned or something.
sounds
So
good to me.
close.
Don't you have
Yeah.
family here in Louisville?
I do have family in Louisville,
Well, there you
Kentucky.
go.
Um, one of the members of our family passed just recently,
Oh,
two
I'm
weeks
sorry.
ago. It's okay. It's okay. But yes, and they live in that area. So, but I did mention it on my Palm Pal Pens page, because it was just sad. It's older patriarch, family members. But the more that I lose, the more I'm becoming the 29-year-old patriarch of the family. So it happens.
Yep.
But Yeah, so that would be ideal though. All of you guys right there in the same area, fly in for a nice little girls' weekend. We could
Yeah,
have our own midnight margaritas.
we can.
Yeah, see if Marissa will fly up and oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Too bad we didn't think about that earlier. We could have did something around this weekend's Bridgerton. We could have.
That's this weekend, isn't it?
It is. It's tomorrow. I think they release the first. So everybody's going to be, and we could have did that. Come in, had our own
Mhm.
midnight margaritas, and then started watching. You
Yep.
know, gave ourselves time
It's
on
funny because
Saturday.
I knew it was coming back. I just
Mhm.
wasn't sure when. And we got Netflix again last week, 2 weeks
There you
ago.
go.
And I'm like, and Marissa and I were talking about it. I said, doesn't that come back soon? She goes, yep, next week.
Yes.
two
See,
weeks. It
we
was
could
two
have
weeks.
had us a nice little time. So obviously, I haven't heard, but usually people are doing watch parties and things. So if anybody out there is going to have a watch party,
We should.
yes, somebody hook it up and send me a link. I'll arrive. I don't usually, organize those things, but I will show up and have a good time. Just, let me know. So I need to go out and get my margarita mix and stuff. Get some apple beer for the kids, and I'll really participate. So Lizzie says she's having a watch party. Don't you got to
Oh,
work this weekend? Lizzie having a watch party of her own. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. So she's been looking forward to her days off. You know how when you go back to work, you know all you got is your days off. Lizzie is having a watch party probably with herself. She's starting. She went back and she watched season one. She's probably going to then move over, watch season two. I believe that she was, I don't remember if she's doing a reprieve, but she was trying to get, see, tomorrow by herself. I thought so. I know her so well. Yeah, so Lizzie having her own watch party. I tried to get the day off from work. Hi, Sue. How are you? I tried to get
I met her too.
you met Masu?
Hmm. At the
You
retreat.
late?
Wasn't it her that was at the retreat?
Yeah, she's at the retreat. I'm so jealous. I really wish I could have went. I really do. She's my rescuer. She's my confidant. So,
So so
uh,
so.
mhm. so I, you know, I'm going to watch, but I tried to get Friday off because I know it's coming out sometime tomorrow, and I figured tomorrow night I'm gonna be trying to watch, and so I'm gonna be maybe tired Friday. So I was like, well, maybe I should just ask for Friday off. You got to do these things 2 weeks in advance. They got to have the time, and they can't have.
Hmm.
So I'm always waiting till the last second. It's not smart. And yeah, it didn't dawn on me till about a week ago. We are talking about binge watching Bridgerton season 3.
Hmm. I can't wait.
So I am I'm definitely I love the gentry and the time and the era. So I love a good historical piece. I like to see how authentic it is based on what
I
we
don't think
see.
any of Bridgerton
It is
is authentic.
definitely not.
I don't think it's from any
It is
time period. But
definitely not. The clothes.
sometime this week, tomorrow night,
Uh-huh.
it starts.
It
Is it
starts
tomorrow
tomorrow
night
night.
or tomorrow day?
Tomorrow. It depends. I know they release them at a certain time. I'm gonna say noonish, probably Pacific Standard Time. So I think tomorrow it'll be available to stream a portion of the episodes. I'm hearing it's gonna be like four. Then it'll come back 3 or 4 weeks and it'll be four more. And I'm not sure if they're gonna do 8 or 10 total. So that's what we'll find out tomorrow.
I like the second season more than I like the first one.
The first one was a lot. That's Lizzie's favorite. It was a lot. I will say that I think it was integral but it was a lot. Shonda was trying to like get everybody interested in this series, and she wasn't playing. She was like, "I'm gonna show you all the butt in the world. You're gonna see booty and it's booty and more booty and booty and
Mm-hmm.
booty, booty, booty." And so there was more booty than we probably needed to know or see, but it was a purpose behind it, and because I can appreciate the purpose, it kind of, you know, but it's a historical piece, so I was shocked, and Shonda will shock you in a moment. So
She will. Let me tell you.
number two, season two, it wasn't any as near nowhere near
No,
as
it
much
wasn't.
booty, and I think for most people who read the book, because she had already took such, you know, like she waited way too long to stop this wedding. I'm just gonna, if you didn't see season two, you probably gonna see the wedding because she waited way too long. And I think that part was so different from, the book, and people didn't appreciate that, you
That
know.
in the person who writes the tabloid, um, it wasn't revealed in the first season of the book. It wasn't revealed in the
Lady
first season
whistled
of the
down.
book. Yeah. Um, so it was more. Artie just walked in. Uh,
Hi, Artie.
Tia says hi. We're on camera.
Artie, look at you. Hey, how you doing?
Good, good.
Good. That is
Um,
great.
Look at that. It better be on at my 4 a.m. my time. Lizzie
That's
says.
Lizzie.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
Lizzie.
but
And
I don't know. I know a lot of people told me they were upset because the person was revealed at the first series, the first end of the first season, where in the book it was like the fourth or fifth book or something. I haven't read the
it
books
was.
yet.
Yeah, it was later and things. There was a lot of deviation and things. And because there was a lot of deviation, it's, the book series is that good to where you might not need to deviate so much. So that's why three is going to be critical, because I feel like she had time to maybe write some courses and things like that. People were questioning like a lot of stuff, the cousin and things. That's not how that storyline went, and well, I get it. For dramatic effect. If someone hadn't read the books, they are all in. This is like great.
Hmm. Yeah, it is good.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
haven't read the books yet. Now, a lot of people I know, you read the books, right?
Mhm.
Marissa says she's read the books. She goes, you just need to read the books. You
Yes,
just need to read the books.
the
So I
books are
guess I'll
good.
read the books
They
eventually.
are. They are good. I applaud that, Netflix is trying to, because the books came out a long time ago. Like the kids were little when they came out. I
I
want to say,
never heard of it until we went to that retreat and they started talking about it.
oh, well,
I hadn't heard it. I never heard of it.
I guess more like the mid '80s, late '80s, like book reading really picked up, you know. And so now, it even with like Sue Grafton, I started reading her in the mid to late '80s and things, and she still has her alphabet. She hasn't closed them all the
Hmm.
way out yet, but they've gone back and had to modernize them and things. So I,
Really?
yep. So in one of the books, she was talking about one of the rotary dials and things like that. We don't have rotary dials, no. We didn't have rotary dial in the '90s. So now in the 2000s, I think they went ahead and updated and put like cell phone technology and things like that. Some of her books were talking about how she was, because she a PI, you know.
Yeah, I've heard of her books. I just haven't, I don't think I've read them.
She was looking for a phone book in some of the a phone booth in one of her initial like B or C or something like that. We don't do phone booths no more. They don't even see them. My kids see a phone booth, the outskirts still like they're like, what is that? And
Yeah,
just
we
you
had
can
to
walk
do that.
down the street and just
Uh,
make a call, baby. You could just
yeah, that you put a quarter in it
put a
for
quarter
50
in and make a
cents.
call.
I think one
So
time it was a dime, wasn't it?
What?
The
it did go down
payphone.
to a dime right before they started to phase out. It went from 25 cent down to 10 cent, because
I
now
think,
everybody.
yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
These
So
are screen protectors. You bought the wrong one.
You got the wrong protectors. The end of the
For his
world.
phone, it said it was all encased. So
Uh, have a good evening, Rhonda. Thank you so much for coming out. Mutnut says that she only reads James Patterson books.
look at
Yeah,
the coins Anthony throws down. They look like quarters.
they look like
In the
quarters.
in the show?
See? Look at the coins Anthony throws down. See, that's what I mean. They don't have. It's hard, to be completely authentic and things like that when you're. But a timepiece, they ought to. Yep, she's talking about in the show. Um, a historical timepiece. You got to do some nods, and some of the stuff needs to be authentic. We were talking about how their lace were dropped after the first. Their lace was. It was a different era. That time period, it's just a different era. I know it was more. They were moving into Edwardian because of the crazy king, and so his son was, run, and so there were more frivolity. There was a little bit more looseness and things, but the clothing and things still weren't all on point, and it still was good and things to
It
watch.
was good. It's good.
Mhm.
I would recommend it. The
I do
first
too.
season, I would, watch it without no kids around. The second one,
Definitely.
the second one, it's not still not family friendly. But if they walk in the room, you don't have to turn it off. Um, and I can't wait for the third one. This
I'm
is something that
excited.
I don't think I ever would have looked into if y'all didn't talk me into watching it.
Well, good. That's good. That means your horizon has been broadened, and that's really all that it's about. Taking on lots of butts, Sue said.
Lots of butts.
Lots of butts. Uh, but I do. I think that it's good to broaden someone's horizon. A lot of people started looking for other historical, pieces and things like that. Downton Abbey. There's
I've
the
not
Guild,
seen any of those. I
Girl.
have not seen Downton Abbey. I've only seen one season of The Crown, but
What about the Guild? My daughter loves that. What about the Gilded Age? Have you watched that?
no, I don't know what that one is. Where's that one?
Um, I believe that one is on HBO, The Gilded
Okay,
Age. Um, and I
push
think
up
they,
boobs also. Lots of butts
yeah,
and push
push
up
up,
boobs.
yeah, lots of butts, push up boobs because they dropped the lace. Like they're just allowing everything. And yes, it was a more frivolous time, but it wasn't that frivolous. Um, they're almost a century ahead on the dress and things. But it's still nice, and the colors are love the colors of the costumes. And the other thing, I love their soundtrack. I like how they're
Mm.
taking current
Current
popular,
music and put it in there.
and they're
That
putting
was
it into
cool.
a classical. They're changing it around, and it's turning into like classical music. They're doing like traditional instruments, mandolins versus air guitar. I mean, not air guitar, but electric
Electric guitar.
guitar. Yeah, and so it just sounds amazing. I love to see that. They're trying to do a nod to the era, but
Mhm.
still from a modern feel. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I hope to see a lot of people, give it a try, see what they, like about it, ask questions. And then hopefully I'll see some things popping up online on Facebook pages, on Zooms or something where people are getting together and they want to really kind of talk about it. Look for Lizzie because Lizzie can't wait. She's been counting down this event. Whew. Um, I fear that she still got to work. So I don't know because she just came from vacation. So I don't know how she's gonna incorporate watching these episodes into getting to work. But I fear that if she ships any vegetables to the United States, don't eat it, y'all. Don't eat
Didn't she do Walmart?
it.
Walmart corn
She
and
said all the stuff, yep, come here. Don't eat anything that came off line 7. from the Canadian location. Okay, I'm just gonna say because she's not watching anything. She gonna be up there trying to put toothpicks in her eyes. She's watching all of these episodes, and then she's gonna come to work and be tired. She's gonna be the lady with an attitude. You know, can I get you to? No, you cannot. I can hear her now. Lizzie, we need you to. I'm here. You know,
Listen to her, whatever.
I can hear her now. Where's Lizzie? She on break. Lizzie, when you, I said I'm on break. Lizzie, come
She'd
down.
be on her phone watching
She
it.
on her phone. Yep. So I'm watching
all the
all the episodes tomorrow. See, that's what I mean. I knew she was gonna try it. I knew it. She's not gonna separate and think about work. She gonna don't eat the vegetables. I'm just letting y'all know now. Don't pick your own. Plant and pick your own.
Well, hey,
Don't
now I got something to talk about tomorrow in my life.
yeah, Lizzie.
I'm,
Lizzie and how she might be doing.
Lizzie, did you work? Are you still awake?
Are you still awake? No, she's gonna be asleep on line 7, giving everybody. Don't go to work and get fired, Lizzie. Now we need you to keep your job. Let me put that disclaimer out there. Please
Of course, she
don't.
can always come live with you. You got an extra room.
I can't get her into Vegas. I cannot get her into Vegas. So
You
I do
got her
have an
into
extra room.
Detroit. Why won't she go to Vegas?
That's where. Sorry about that. That's where we probably are gonna be meeting up at, in Michigan. You know, it didn't even dawn on me to fly into Canada and drive down into Michigan and on to the retreat.
Yeah, but do you have a passport?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to get back up there.
I didn't even dawn on. Well, I probably wouldn't go back. I would have just flew in one way and drove, and then been in the states and flew from Ohio home.
There you go.
I didn't think about that.
Are
Lizzie
you
would.
going to the one in July in Ohio?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So she asked me yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know. It didn't dawn on me, but it would have saved me a whole lot of driving. It's gonna be driving. So I'm driving in with Rebecca, so she don't have to drive by herself. 12 hours. That's a long way by
All
herself.
by your yeah. You didn't you do that last a couple years ago?
I don't mind driving. I just don't like to drive too far. You know, we did do a road trip a few years ago. That's why I'm renting a car this time because we need to get there. I told her we're talking, and I turned into Rochelle. We were talking about the wrong thing and passed the exit. Not once, not twice, 3 times. And I was like, we should just change the subject. We're being like little girls in high school. We were talking of, oh Lord, we were talking about men that we've been with, and we were comparing the rulers. That's all I can say. And that was not me. That was Rebecca. I was listening. I was being a good
Mm-hmm.
sister, and I was listening and laughing. We passed the exit up, and next thing you know, like girl, we got to turn around. We didn't miss the
Out.
exit.
What's Outlander?
Outlander, that too. That's a timepiece as well. They say
It,
that's good. So this is
I think I watch too much of my crime TV because that's all you measure all your men.
oh Sue. It wasn't all, but it was. Obviously once you get married, engaged and get married, that stuff's kind of out the door. But when you're young and you're cute and there are questions that you make sure you get answered. There we go. That's a good way to say it. So we got some things answered and we shared our answers. That was a really good way to say it. But we shared them while we were on a road trip, and we kept passing up the exit. This conversation was so good. I'm like, oh, are you serious? Really? And we just talking and chuckling and talking. I was like, girl, we didn't pass the exit. So we turn around
And you
and
pass.
we pass the exit up again. and we coming back towards it one more time. I was like, girl, I think we ought to change the subject. We were so late, and Crashley was waiting on us. So we end up having to change the subject. And we finally made the exit, and we got there talking about the men's numbers. Oh, so it was a very enlightening conversation. That's all. I'm sure men do it.
Rebecca has some really interesting stories about
She does. She had some
members.
great stories, and I was listening like, "Oh, are you serious?" I gave a hard time hearing the air guitars. Well, I meant electric. I meant electric, but I did say air guitar. uh, so yeah, lots of fun, coming up, and hopefully this weekend I will be able to jump into somebody's Zoom or somebody's live and hear the discussions going on. But I'm pretty sure you guys know next week, back here on this channel, we're going to be debriefing some Bridgerton. So make sure y'all come back, and we're gonna see if it was great, what you guys think. Pay attention to the dress. Pay attention to maybe some of the colloquialisms, the
Are
little
we going
sayings
to
that
have a
they have.
test?
Huh?
Are we going to have
No,
a
I
test?
just I try to remember those things because I always try like, wait a minute, I don't remember us discussing that in this time period or this era. So, I was pre-law major. Pre-law majors, they deal with history. So for me, you know, the authenticity of the time period stands out probably a little bit more than others. So that's what I got out of school when I was going. And now I'm stuck with it when I watch these historical times. Like, I don't know, we wouldn't drop our lace on this era right here at all. And them sleeves, they should be a little bit more puffy. So I wish you taped those conversations. So we were recording. We had to had the phone on us. Girl, the conversation was starting to get good. We had to stop. So that's what Crystal meant by road trip, because we started off really vlogging and we got to talking deep.
Yep, you were filming your road trip, and
We
yeah,
were filming, and so we missed a lot when the conversation got deep. Sorry, Sue. Some things we just couldn't allow to air.
this is
Oh,
true.
time really passes. That was four
Well, if
years
you're
ago.
driving to Ohio, she's in,
We
she's in Kansas City,
mhm.
so why not, drive up this way, and I'll meet you guys for lunch before you head up there.
That's a good idea. So I will be contacting you because, yep, we're going to be on the road. And so we're coming right through that area.
Probably, or just
Yeah,
above.
we might come above, but we'll see. Obviously, I'm trying to make it a fun, interesting trip, because we're going to vlog. So that'll be so much fun. We'll
Yep,
definitely be checking you guys out. You're so close to so many family members. You're
I
close.
am.
Yep. So we'll see. I'm going in almost a week before the retreat. Retreat starts on Wednesday. I think I'm flying out that Friday. And yeah, getting in the car and then just heading on up.
Well, there you
So,
go.
hmm where are you at, Crystal? That was from
I am
Sue.
in Kentucky now. I am in what, almost central, I guess they say. I'm close to Indiana and Missouri.
It's right there, man. So close to family. I know we come through Missouri. If they weren't already going, I probably would stop through and see Timon, Jerry,
Yeah,
and
they're
then
going to the Ohio one.
but and Crashley and Kerwin. But I think they're leaving out before we'll be leaving out, so we won't see each other until we do the sisters trip and meet up before the retreat. So we won't see them until probably Monday, Sunday or Monday. So
Sounds fun.
It is going to definitely be. So yeah, I'm gonna start packing again next week, guys. When you guys tune in, we are going to debrief Bridgerton. After we debrief Bridgerton, we're going to help me get started on my packing for the retreat.
That's
So
not till July.
it's the end of June, going into July. I'm off from like the 20th through the 10th or something like that. Yeah. But I'm always off of that. I was off that long last year also. I got to get rid of days. They won't let me carry over too many. And I'm close to like 4 months, vacation time and stuff. I was close to 3 last year. So I've been using more. But yeah, they came up with that rule last year because they know they don't want to pay anybody. They start laying off. They've been laying off. They don't
Mm.
want to pay us 6 months worth of vacation, three full months of severance. Next thing you know, you got a whole year's worth of paychecks
There you go.
before you got to go to work. Oh, Sue, are you serious? How did I not know that? I thought you were going. Yeah, you just abandoned me. Not going to get to see you. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I know Amy lives in that area. I think she's going, but I was trying to see everybody. There's my sister.
See, you
Hi,
talk
Rebecca.
about it and they come in.
I see. Hi, girl. We was just talking. I'm going. Yes, we know. You really did just come in. We've been talking about vlogging our trip into the retreats and how much fun it's going to be, and how our last vlogging road trip, how we missed we missed the one exit 3 times because of a particular topic.
But wait, didn't you miss the exit with Rochelle also?
That wasn't because of a particular topic. That was because Rochelle was just ignoring. The lady kept telling her to turn. The lady said turn right, and we were just talking. And I heard her say turn right, and Rochelle was like, and yeah, and girl, I love to go here. She is so animated. It is so funny. And so I'm listening to her, her energy, you're just wanting to absorb it. And
Mm-hmm.
so we circle, we go back around. She was like, I know it's around here somewhere. So we go back, and the
Which
lady,
trial is she watching?
I was diamond painting listening to. She said, which trial, Rebecca? And lost track of time. Yes, a particular topic. We will absolutely blog our trip. Here's Rochelle. She said, no idea what that lady is talking about to me while I'm trying to talk and drive.
You gotta love Rochelle.
So the lady says for us to turn left on the way back, and we missed that one. And we turn around, and I was like, it's got to be up in here somewhere. If we were supposed to turn right and then left, it's got to be over here. So we go up into the plaza. We didn't find anything, and we come back out. Navigation. Oh, she's talking about the Chad Daybell concert.
Oh, okay, I'm watching the other one. The one with
And so I'm like, maybe we ought to slow down. We slow down, and we hear the lady now say, turn. And it was something stupid like 5 yards or 5 feet or something, and 5 feet. And I was like, okay, it's coming up. And lo and behold, it's right there the whole time. And we turn in. We had just been missing it. And yeah, and I had kept telling the girls, the stitching queens, we coming. We'll be right there. We on
Mhm.
our
An
way. We come.
hour later.
It had to be more than an hour. How long had y'all been waiting in there for us?
We were in that room for like 2 or 3 hours.
It was
So
a
we were there
while.
for you.
Yeah.
Started. I hear Tia's on her way. Yeah, they'll get here eventually.
Keep in mind, I'm never driving when it happens. So this time, when me and Rebecca are road tripping, we'll see. Is it easy to, disregard the GPS, or will I be on it? But I know one thing: my foot is a little heavier than Rebecca's. So I expect to make great time. No rush. No, there's no rush. But what happened last year? How did I'm going to ask Rebecca this directly. I want to know your answer. How did J Rob get to the retreat before we watched her pull in and we left 2 hours before her? Just, I'll never forget that. I'm like, wait, Rebecca, is that J Rob pulling up right there? She got her trunk open, the SUV. She got the cart, and she is taking stuff in. And we just now getting there.
Well, she's a careful driver.
She's definitely a careful driver. Rebecca, do you remember that? She's not saying anything. She's typing up her answer. Yeah. And I remember at the retreat before that, I was like, well, the speed limit is 65. We can go over it and still be safe, but we weren't even going 65.
Well,
She's
let's
a
see. We were
careful
driving.
driver.
Stephanie was driving in Michigan. We were going back to the airport on Sunday, and I get a phone call. Why are you doing 85 miles an hour? My Life 360, it tells on you. It alerts when you've gone way over the speed limit. Stephanie's
That's
like,
way
I didn't even notice.
that's way faster than me. I'm usually a 5 to 7 mile above the speed limit
Mm-hmm.
driver.
Me too.
So if it's 70, I might go 75. If it's 65, I'm probably 70.
It was
No more.
75.
Yeah,
The speed
so
limit there was 75.
that's 10 miles over. That wouldn't have been me. Rebecca says I'm a great driver, just slow. I agree. I agree.
She's safer.
She's a safe driver, correct, and definitely slow. But but we got there and we had a ton of fun. Definitely a ton of fun. And so I'm really looking forward to the road trip. Again, I just didn't want her on the road by herself. So I got options in Kentucky, definitely some in Ohio, but that's a long drive to do by yourself. And she was going to break it up into a couple of days and things. So I was like, nope, I'm just going to, take a hit on my comfort because I had a couple of options where I was like feeling out where I'm going to stay and then come in all refreshed. But then she would have been tired. And it is, our sister's portion of the trip. She should be able to get to have some fun for that also.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. We're going to have some. We had a ton of fun last year. It was our Jude trip last year, and it was our first time seeing him in person, and it did not disappoint. I remember he came to us all with no problems, none at all. But he was starstruck over Rebecca. He watches her on TV, so he sees her crafting shows every day, and he kept looking at like how she get out that box, how she get out that. And he just kept looking at the TV and looking at her. It was so hilarious, and I was like, look at him staring. We taught him how to play the pots and pans. He took the lesson really well, and he was playing some pots and pans the other day. She sent us a video. So those are the moments that I love to read, just to revisit and to make. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
really excited about this trip. Yay!
We'll have fun.
I can't wait. And so I'm hoping to put you on our visitation. It just depends on how tight our timeline is. I don't think it's going to be too tight because of how early I'm coming in. But it's hard to find airlines that come in when I want to come in. Like, I don't want to be traveling 12 hours and have two stops, you know.
Right. Yeah,
So,
I like the first time I flew into Chicago before we went to Grand Rapids, I was in Chicago a whole 7 minutes. I had just made it to my gate. Thank God it was like 3 down.
yeah.
So
Wow. Wow. Well, that's interesting. I hadn't
yeah.
thought about maybe flying in somewhere else and then driving from there. So I'll revisit
But
that.
Kara did. Kara flew into Chicago, the other
Just rent the
the other
car
air,
as well.
and O'Hare, I think she flew into, and then they drove over.
Yeah, that's a good idea also. Hmm. Yeah. So we're gonna see. The rental. I have a great discount because I work in the auto industry. So the rental's not the issue. It really is where am I flying into, and how long it's gonna take me to get there. The two carriers that I'm looking at, Delta. Delta's just trying to, you know, it's just basically thinking we got money to throw at them. Delta
Mhm.
is so expensive. Southwest is coming up with, some great options and things. And then American. Those are my options. We already know how I feel about American
I
Airlines.
know.
Yeah. So it's looking like
Yeah,
it'll probably be
I flew Southwest. Stephanie flew Delta, and then Nicole and Jamie flew in on American.
American.
And I mean, we all had connecting flights.
I don't want a connector. All right, well, I'm gonna keep looking, but Southwest is probably the top of my list right now. It really, American, it was that bad an experience,
I,
I remember I talked about everybody's heard about my American Airlines experience. So that's
I don't
how bad an
blame you for
experience.
not wanting to go back.
Yeah. Yep. That's how bad it was. So we'll see. But, ultimately, I'm looking forward to the road trip.
Oh, Sue drove Kara. That's right. Kara
Oh,
drove with Sue.
that had to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. Was it a long ride
4 hours?
into
I think it was 4 hours for them.
TOL or DTW? Neither are far from Archibald.
Yeah, Toledo or look into Toledo or DTW, Detroit.
Four
Yeah, it was
hours. Oh,
4 hours.
that's not too bad.
About
4 hours.
mm-mm.
So Mary, I'm flying in to Wichita, but I may think about flying into maybe like Kansas or somewhere close and then driving in if I'm
Hmm.
not, because right now everything is connecting. I don't want to take 12 hours to get to Wichita because we're driving out of Wichita and that's another 12 hours to get into Ohio. So that's why hesitant about maybe flying into which I'm gonna look, at closer. I looked at Kansas. I think it said it was 2.5, 3 hours away. And I kept thinking, do I want to drive 3 hours and then turn around the next day and start on a 12-hour trip? So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be super fun because it's kicking off the beginning of our sister's trip.
There
So
you
you're
go.
going to see us going live. We'll give you snippets of our day. If you fly into Wichita, it's 10 minutes from me. There we go. That probably resolved a lot. That helped out a lot. Thank you. That's going to cut down, on wondering should I or shouldn't I. Well, 10 minutes is definitely not. Pick up the rental and go, and then just, hang out with the dogs and the cats for a little bit till we leave out. All right. Well, I thank you all for coming out, for helping me kind of plan out what I want out of the retreat. I hope you guys all enjoy the Bridgerton release tomorrow. Girl, you do that. You've been here before. I know. We did something after you picked me up though. I believe we went shopping or something. We did something before we went back to your house. Um, I'm trying to remember. I done went and stayed with everybody at this point. So I still owe Crashley a trip. My trip got postponed with Crashley because her car broke down. And so picking me up, they only had one car at that point.
Hey, Phyllis.
Hi Phyllis, how you doing? Um, so I had to postpone that trip. I'm gonna try and get back and see them because all the kids are getting big. I hate seeing them on video. I want to see
Hmm.
my babies in person.
She's going to be graduating. Her daughter will end up graduating before you get over there.
Don't say that. You're gonna make me cry.
I mean, they
They
grow.
are. I mean, time's passing. It's been 4 years since our road trip, so time is just pouring out of a bucket, you know. So we definitely are going to have to get over, visit with Crash, visit with the babies. I came to see if anyone was in jail yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Didn't need bail
um,
money today.
not today. Maybe after our road trip starts. Because you know what? I want to stop at a bar, a biker bar. Yeah.
What about your road trip on motorcycles to Alaska?
That one's still, that's not off of the table. I'm just waiting to get the RV for that. I got my truck
Did
now.
you?
hmm I
Good.
bought mine. It was a birthday gift to my, I bought it last November and my birthday's in December.
Yeah.
So,
The same days as
I, yeah. And so, yeah, that's right. If anybody knows my birthday, it's you. You celebrate it every year. And I
Yep.
do thank you for that. Oh, we are going to Alaska. Yes, we are. So, the RV that I want, I have it narrowed down to four. Um, each of them, what I like about them are each of them, they're lightweight. Each of them have plenty of storage, and each of them sleep up to 8 people. So
oh.
that is why, and my obviously I can tow a lot. So that is the reason behind that room, and then I can take family with me. So we going.
There you go.
And then I have I'm trying to get it sometime by next year. So the planning will begin. But I'm going this weekend. They have a RV event here in town.
Yeah, they do that around the country.
Yeah, it was easy for them to get me to part with my down payment for this truck. I wonder how easy it's gonna be to get them. How they're like, oh, we can find something for you. You have a place to park it? Yes, yes, we do. We have a accommodation a lot where people who have like trailers, travel trailers, things like
Mm-hmm.
that, they can put their stuff there and kind of lock it up. I don't know how safe it is. It looks like an open lot, but it is attached to where I stay.
Oh,
Oh, but yes, I have a place to park it. I
order it.
My daughter, she will be starting work in the school system this fall.
Yay! Congrats.
My son,
Or did
yeah,
she graduate already?
she hasn't graduated yet. She's starting as a student teacher,
Oh, there
which
you
is requirement for her
go.
degree.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the last part of her degree, though. And she's going to officially be walking in the fall graduation ceremony from
Oh,
UNLV. So, but she will have her check coming in and she'll be working. She's going to be student teaching. She's completely done with all of her college coursework, everything.
awesome.
And she getting off my check. That's the part we celebrating. My son, I love him to death. Him too. So y'all get your own medical, get your own dental, your own vision, and start, paying your people taxes. And we roommates. We're gonna be roommates because I'm gonna need a perch, just somewhere to come back to. But yeah, so that's why 2025 is a number, because
There you
it's a
go.
integral part of my future plans. And yeah, I want to get out there and I want to visit and get some hugs, and see everybody. Come see you. Come see Art. Get Art
Your,
up.
your love affair with Artie.
He's so crazy. I have so much fun joking with him and laughing. Yeah. So I can't wait. And every time I go, I'm going to be meeting everybody. And their spouses, hanging out, having some fun watching TV. And you don't have to worry about putting me up because some will just need your driveway.
Hey, mine. I'm here. I have a big driveway here, and Anthony's backyard is right at the end of my drive.
There we go. See?
At the end of my parking lot. His is his backyard.
So you don't have to worry when you start having that awkward moment where you yawn and oh, it's getting late. You can be like, girl, it's time to head on out to your trailer. I'm like, yeah, sleep in my comfy bed, and there we go.
There you
And
go.
then pack up after a couple of days, move on to the next one. I'll be like the Incredible Hulk, but I don't turn green. But Butterfly is green. A truck.
Butterfly is green. Okay.
Yes, she is. She has it's everywhere. I don't have the wrap on the outside yet. I'm scared to put a wrap on and then travel to other places. Like so I live in a crazy place. It's not uncommon to
Eat that.
see crazy color vehicles here. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I would probably look crazy driving Butterfly there.
All right. Let me go get his stuffing. What do you call it?
Time to feed
Him
him.
with help him with his purchase on
He's shopping.
yeah, he's on Amazon and he's trying to buy something yeah.
Well, tell him to have some fun. I'm going to let you guys go.
Okay.
I will thank you so much for joining me and having fun, hanging out, and debriefing.
Call
Uh,
me anytime.
I certainly will. Thank you.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Night, all.
I'll see you tomorrow night on mine.
Okay, we'll be there.
Bye.
Bye.